Dad, 4-1. Mum, 4-1. Kid, evens favourite. It's Dad!
Oh.
Paddy Power bookmaker. Let's make things more interesting.
Show me something, show me something, show me something this time. Show me something, show me something, show me something this time. Which way the wind blows, how do we know when this will happen?
In seat number 1, with 13,200 in chips, Sean Tobin. Christy Rourke is next in seat 2. He's holding tight with 9,700. On his left is Daisy O'Grady with 8,100 in chips. Wearing the headphones is your chip leader sitting next to Daisy. That is Roy Brinley with 28,400 in chips. Favorite right now. On Roy's left in seat number 5, it's the one they call the clamper, Derek Williams. Wearing the dark shades with 6,000 in chips. In seat number 6, Vernon Clay with 5,900. He is your short stack. And last but certainly not least, Alan Betson in seat number 7 with 20,700. He's in second position. But Liam Flood, this tournament is still wide open between these 7.
I think it's wide open because if any of the smaller stacks, like the 13,000s, double up in one hand, they're going to nearly be chip leader. So
Now that we've reached this final table, does the strategy change?
it certainly does. Yeah, it's back to a larger number of players. Daisy's raising.
400, 800 of the blinds. Daisy O'Grady first to speak. He's made a sturdy raise. 2,800. That is a raise of 2,000. Folded around to the small blind. Sean Tobin is having none of it. Action on Christy from the big blind. 2,000 to call. He says no. And the first pot is won by Daisy. He'll show the Pocket Cowboys. 2 kings to the good.
Nice start to the final table for Daisy.
I'll say could be an omen of things to come. He had 8,100, but because the blinds are 400 and 800, that'll move him up to
Over
93,
9,000.
over 9,000. But he'll have to leave 800 in for the big blind.
What you calling with ace face?
I gave everybody every opportunity to come over the top.
Yeah.
Daisy's lost his voice, I think. He's not able for this pressure. First to speak this time is Roy Brinley.
Your chip leader could be feeling the pressure.
This will be the biggest tournament he's ever played in. And he's chip leader at the final table, so it has to bring some pressure.
Cards are out. Roy says no, as does the clamp man.
25.
2,500 is an opening raise from Vernon.
Sean Tobin is calling.
Vernon with the 2 9s, but it's been flat called on the button by Sean Tobin. We're going to have action. There's going to be a flop.
And Sean Tobin is King Queen.
Daisy's let him go. 2 9s versus King Queen Crime. 3 cards to come on the flop, and here they are.
And it's Vernon to speak first.
Oh. Sean's hit the flop, Liam.
All in.
But it's Vernon who's gone all in, and I have to believe he's not going to like what happens because it's going to be very tough for Sean Tobin to lay this hand down.
I think he's going to call him. He's called him.
It's been called. Vernon in serious trouble. We're going to see these hands plus 2 more cards. It's 2 9s versus 2 kings. And if Vernon doesn't catch a 9 in a hurry, he could be out of this tournament. There's the hands. Here comes the turn card.
It's a 5.
It's a 5. No help. Has to be a 9. It's not. And Vernon Clay, ruining that king, is our 7th place finisher. Sean Tobin will rake a large pot and that'll bring him way up. He's still in third position.
He was outdrawn. He had a pair of nines, and Sean Tobin really gambled by playing King Queen, Jesse.
Yeah, I mean, Sean Tobin could have been up against an ace-king there,
That's right,
and then it would have been drawing very thin.
That's right.
When you get to a certain point, you've got to make a play for it. Otherwise, you know, you just get anted away. And with only less than 6,000 chips, you've got to do something. You've got to move. And a pair of nines often wins. You've got to get some cards that you think, you know, they stand a chance, and go for it. And just hope that Lady Luck is actually on your side.
But you can never criticize someone who's won a pot. And Sean stacking those chips, he's up about 20,000 now. Liam, he looks like a strong candidate to win this tournament.
Yeah, he's back in the hunt now.
Roy has just changed his music. He's going for the power tunes.
Now Christie has put in a raise, I think. Christie Rourke on the button has put in a raise. Roy passes.
He's stolen this pot. He's taken the blinds. The raise was too strong. And that's been Christie's M.O. this whole tournament, Liam. He's had to show his hand very few times.
That's right, yeah.
Very good timing from that man.
But he's still got a low stack, so he's a little over 10,000 now, so he's still under pressure. Blinds are 4 and 8 still, but very shortly they'll be going up 5-10.
It'll be Alan Betson to open this pot if he so chooses. We've yet to hear from him at the final table, but we know he's not shy.
Alan Betson has decided to raise.
Alan Betson's had a careful think. Now he splashed the pot. It's 3,000, and no wonder Ace Queen, a little lady in a big fat ace, looks nice right now. Folded around to the big blind. Derek Williams to the side.
I don't know why he needs help. He still has 20,000.
They'll try anything here at the final table to win this tournament. Roy pulling out all the stops. 1,000 to call. And you can raise as much as you have.
Oh, he's folded. Oh.
Call.
Roy's flat called, and I believe he's found something he liked. It's the 2 hooks, Liam. It is 2 jacks, a good hand to come in on. Action on Betson from the button. Oh, it's the bullets. He's going to love this hand, Liam. It's a raise, but not a big one. The raise is 2,000 more, 3,000 straight. He wants to trap these players in like ducks on a pond.
It's up to Christie. Up to Christie.
Christie to call. It's 2,000 if he wants
Christie's
to play.
thinking he's 9-10 spades.
That is an action hand, but not one to go out on.
No.
Meanwhile, Roy with a very tough call.
It's £2,000 to Roy. He's shown it. Oh, he's calling.
Roy's announced
All in.
all in. We're going to have a battle of the 2 biggest chip stacks here. This is unbelievable. Roy is not going to like what he sees. Alan Betson with the stone cold nuts before the flop, and with 5 cards to come, about half of the chips on the table are in the center. We'll have to do a chip countdown. One of these players is all in, but what's a certainty is the player who wins this pot is going to be a massive chip leader in this tournament, and Liam, Alan Betson, is about a 6-1 favorite with 2 aces over 2 jacks before the flop.
For Irish people, that means that Roy is 6-1 against to win this pot.
Alan Betson all in. Roy Brindley has some chips back, but most of his stack is in the center, matched up next to Alan Betson. They're going to have to turn their hands over, and then we'll see the flop in 2 more.
20,400 Alan has all in. 20,000.
That's the total bet. That'll put about 42,000 in this pot.
Per jack.
You weren't supposed to call, not
With
only
5
aces.
cards yet to come. This is the biggest pot we've seen in the Paddy Power Poker
This is a
Tournament.
serious pot. No help.
No help for the jacks.
No, no.
Alan Betson all in, but he's leading with aces over tens.
Has to be a jack.
Roy did not see a jack.
Aces and tens.
This hand is over.
Alan Betson has won the pot.
Aces and tens over jacks and tens. Liam, that pot is too big to jump over.
Yeah.
There's time for a reckon there, see? That's
Liam,
what we like to do.
They say two jacks are the toughest hand to play in no limit hold'em.
Yeah, I'm not too fond of them. Now Roy still has chips left, so he's 1, 2, 5, 6. He still has about 7,000 left, so he's not too bad, but he's gone. He's probably gone from favourite to outsider.
Brinley has gone from first position to 6th or 5th.
This hand is very crucial to Roy because Roy is first to speak, and he could lose the run of himself here if he calls, just flat calls. It's Roy the boy to call or pass.
Roy, whose head must be spinning now, he's found a very tough hand. It's a king and a queen.
He just called,
and he's back in there for 1,000. If he can win this one, Liam, he'll be right back in it. Action on Betson. He hasn't even finished stacking his chips yet, and he's found another hand to play. Flat call, says Alan Betson. We've got a multi-way pot here.
So 4-way pot.
Christy Rourke's in.
We haven't seen. Oh, Daisy has ace 4.
And Daisy with the ace high. It's 4-way. Here's a flop. There's 4,000 in the pot. Check. And the flop has come jack high. Christy Rourke with the bottom pair and a straight draw.
Raise 2,000.
Roy has gone. He's made a sturdy bet, Liam. What does he have with the queen king?
He's bet 2,000.
It's an up and down straight draw. A 9 or an ace would make Roy's hand, but he's chose to bet on it anyway. We know Betson has the 2 sevens. Action is on him, and he's tossed them in. It's a round to Christy Rourke, who's got the 8-9. Liam, he doesn't know he's winning, and he folded him. The mark of a good player to win the first one coming back after you lost one.
That's
Roy
true.
has shown a lot of heart there.
Yeah, I played my first game in August. But I think I've won 5 tournaments since. I went to Helsinki in December and thought I played very well over there. I played in 4 satellite competitions and won 2, split 2. Was quite happy. I've got confidence in my game, but I use the mathematical approach. You know, I look at the outs, I calculate the outs, what I've got, what we haven't got. You know, there's a lot of players out there that will only play they're solid rocks. They'll only play if they've got the cards.
When Alan had the aces in the hole and you had the jacks in the hole and you took a huge hit there, did the mood of the music change?
Indeed, yeah. We've got 3 sorts of music. We've got the very mellow, the mediocre, and we've got the metal. So we change CDs as often as we have to change gears playing poker.
Show me something, show me something, show me something this time.
Donald 4-1, Daffy evens favourite. And it's Daffy by a beak.